Welcome to SpeedX, where we redefine the custom toy watch all in one machine. This episode is likely to be of interest to some seasoned toy watch enthusiasts. A brand new movement has emerged that surpasses the Dandong 4130 movement. In fact, this movement has been out for almost a year now. So why is it that Dabao is only doing the review now? There are already many peers online who have done corresponding reviews. It's because a new product needs to go through market testing and real player experiences to truly reflect the performance of the movement. Now, almost a year has passed since its release. I can responsibly share these two movements with you, giving you more options for customizing your modified watches. In the footage, we see 4 movements, 2 of which are the 240 movements. 2 of them are 324 movements. So what watches are 240 movements used in? They are used in 5712, our new generation of Moonphase Steel King, while 324 movements are used in the old generation of 5711 or 5167, etc. Many watches will use this movement. I have done a lot of reviews on these 2 watches before. Players who are interested can go and read the previous reviews to learn more. The movement, first, the 390 movement from the 3K7118 watch, like the 324 and 330 movements in the 5711 and 5167, with different engraving and rotor shape. For toy watches, no difference. On the right is our custom 324 open mold movement. Upper right is from the ZF factory, or also called the PPF toy factory. The 240 movement is a standard toy open mold, while this is custom 240. This 240 can be used in the perpetual calendar 5740G and Starry Sky 6104G, as the transparent structure of the 5740, 6104, and 572 is the same. All have double P design, pearl rotor, and same transparent structure. ZF, or it can also be called PPF Toy Factory, mold making. The 240 movement is a toy open mold, while ours is custom. This custom movement will also fit the 5740G and 6104G. All feature a double P design with a pearl rotor. The main differences are in the front modules. Comparing the 2 324 movements, our custom one on the right is gold-plated, bold, and deeply engraved, while the 3K toy version on the left is shallowly engraved and lighter. The main difference is the machine module on the front. It won't be long before Dabao will present the all-in-one version of 5740G and 6104's Starry Sky to everyone and make a detailed evaluation. Let's take a look. On the right, we have our custom engraving on the 324 movement, which is gold-plated, bold, and deeply engraved. On the left is the 3K toy version, where the engraving is relatively shallow and the color is lighter. When you compare them like this, the differences are really obvious. The custom all-in-one machine we use features a 5-axis CNC mirror marking, which gives it more depth and a better texture. Now let's look at the 18K gold automatic rotor compared to the toy version's gold-plated rotor. The colors and the polishing quality are clearly different. The 18K gold rotor has a distinct yellowish tint, lacking that rosy gold hue. What about the customized K gold watch? The color is reddish, the overall texture is very, very delicate, and the radial pattern is also very clear. The conventional gold-plated automatic watch has a clear brushed feel, rather than the delicate carved texture. You can also clearly see fine lines at the edge of the image. Standard replicas don't show these fine lines, so the differences in the images are indeed quite noticeable. Secondly, the 18K gold rotor is also heavier, which means it can generate more kinetic energy when in motion. Examine the deck's color. Custom German silver deck is silver gray. 3K toy version, steel, is bright silver. Custom deck has clear, smooth patterns. 3K's brushed finish is less uniform. Observe the balance wheel. Differences in color and texture are clear. Custom version stands out. There's no grayish feel to it. You can see that the texture of the custom German silver deck is very clear, and the radiating patterns transition very smoothly. On the other hand, the standard 3K version uses a brushed finish, and those brushed lines are not very uniform. Now let's take a look at the balance wheel. The differences in the balance wheel are quite obvious, especially in terms of color and texture. Our custom version really stands out. Anyway, the custom version is a rose gold with a reddish tint, while the 3K version is yellowish. Also, the 3K version has clear markings on the machine, while our custom version is just like the original, with no markings at all. As for the balance wheel, we use a cross-shaped balance wheel, while the 3K version has a fan-shaped balance wheel with a rocking arm design, so the structure of the balance wheel is different too. Finally, for the hairspring, we still use a custom hairspring instead of the 3K one. This is why the failure rate of 3K saxophones is sometimes a little higher. There are some small gears next to the axis. These are the gears we customized. They have very beautiful fish scale patterns on them. The shining cross star, right? The 3K version is just rough with a fine matte finish and lacks any clear fish scale pattern. Just to add a bit more, the automatic rotor's cross star for the 3K version is small, thin, and unclear, totally lacking in quality. But our custom version of the cross star is very deep, and the polishing process inside is also done really well. As for the 324 movement, the visible differences we can see through the transparent case back are already quite a lot, and the overall price of this movement isn't that high either. It is very deep, and the polishing process inside is also very thorough. As for the 324 movement, there are only so many details that we can see through the transparent caseback, and the overall price of this movement is not high. The main reason is the cost. The cost of K gold is 18K, and the cost of gold is a little higher. The other modules and modifications are actually some modifications, based on the 3K version, but the process technology will be more used. The overall differences between the 240 movement and the 324 movement are pretty similar. One key point we need to highlight is the gold sleeve here. This is from PPF or ZF, and it doesn't have any gold sleeve at all. While we've made a very clear upgrade with a gold sleeve that has a gold metal ruby, making the overall structure more consistent. Another thing is the engraving. The engraving on the PPF version is too shallow. You can't see it clearly here, right? This is the 240 engraving, but our engraving is clear and the gilding is strong. The polishing of the German silver plate is the same. It looks like bright stainless steel, while ours is richer in texture. The lighting changes a lot, making it silver grey. There are some noticeable differences. The 18K gold lump, the cross star design, is still beautifully polished, and the mirror polish is strong. But this one, right, it's shallow and tiny. The lighting changes create a very varied silver grey feel. There are differences in effects. The 18K gold lump with the cross star design is beautifully polished, and the mirror effect inside is strong. The domestic toy version has an extra marking, unlike our custom version. The balance wheel structure is consistent. The balance wheel difference of the 240 movement is relatively small. The domestic toy version also has an extra card at this position, but our customized version does not have this card. The card cutting effect is also very good, without any cutting marks. But the structure, the balance wheel, is relatively consistent. Some players might ask, with such obvious differences between the toy version and the custom version, what are the differences between your custom version and the original, or the official one? For this question, I've attached some images for you because the 5712-240 dual P movement is really hard to deal with. I can only use pictures to provide everyone with some detailed and clear comparisons, which I've also posted on the screen for you to take a look at. So that's about it for the review of the two legendary movements. If you want to know more, let's meet in the comments section. See you next time.